on, everybody? It's me, the comic book preacher, Jason Sizemore, coming at you with a little bit of a haul video today. If you watched my first video, my bio, I had mentioned in there that I had gotten a small collection off of Facebook Marketplace, and what the deal was is the ad on it said 150 books for $100. So, and there was actually some decent looking books that the lady had posted on the ad, and I kind of looked through them. Of course, you can't really see the condition of them and everything from those pictures, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna roll the dice. I'm gonna take a chance and gamble on this. And so what it actually wound up being was a little bit closer to 200. There was actually 172 books in there for in this collection for $100. So I'm no math magician, so I don't know what that averages out to per book, but it would be relatively cheap if 100 of those books are dollar books, and I made my money back, and so on and so forth. But again, I'm not collecting comic books to put the kids through college. That's why I go to work every day. I just collect because I like, and so on the picture that she had sent on the ad, there seemed like some good books, and so I thought I'll do it. So anyway, I went and got it, and it actually turned out to be really decent. There was actually a lot of really good stuff in there. So I'm actually going to get a couple videos out of just that collection alone, that particular haul. But one thing, and I've got here, I wanted to show you, most of the books were in bags and boards that kind of look like this, and I don't know if you can see that, but that is really dingy. You can see where it's got a little bit of water on it. The lady said that the collection had belonged to her brother. He didn't want it anymore, and so her and her husband had stored it in the garage, which is always a red flag because there's a lot of moisture and a lot of gunk and stuff in there, and that's not an ideal place to store comics. But the vast majority of them were in bags and boards that look like that. So you would think, okay, looking at that, most of the books I got would be in horrible condition, and actually that was not the case. The bags and boards did exactly what they were designed to do. They protected the books. And so what I've got today, I've got about 13 or 14 different books to show you that I got out of this collection that are all in actually really good shape. Now there's some that are older, that are somewhat beaters, but they're going to my personal collection, so I don't particularly care what they look like. I'm not going to get rid of them. They're mine. I'm going to enjoy them. Hopefully one day, when the wife and I have kids, my kids will enjoy them. And so anyway, without further ado, let's jump right in. So the first book that I wanted to show today is the Moon Knight #1, The Fist of Khonshu. And I don't know if you can see that, but this is one that was in one of those really dingy bags and boards, but it's actually in really, really good shape. I put a new bag and board on it, and what can I say? Anytime you get a book, you put that new bag and board on it, it makes it look 100 times better. But these are actually, I'm not a grader, but I would grade it at least in 7.5. For it being older than me, is 1985. I was born in '86, so it's a really good copy. #1 issue. I mean, you always want to look for those #1s. But I'm a Moon Knight fan. I don't have a whole lot of Moon Knight. I got more. This is not the only Moon Knight book that was in the collection, but I was happy with that. I thought that was pretty cool. Now this one, a lot of you guys are going to recognize, and it is in really, really good shape. And that is X-Men 221. That's the first appearance of Mr. Sinister. Man, I could not be happier with that. When I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness. And this wasn't one of the ones that she had featured in the picture she sent, so this was a very welcome, very cool surprise to get this. And I do collect some X-Men. I'm not an avid X-Men collector, but when some of these minor keys and stuff pop up, I'll latch onto them, I'll hold them. But again, really less than $1, less than a couple bucks, you can't beat that. So I was happy with that. The next one, moving right along, and guys in the comments, I'm new to this, so if I'm going too fast, if I'm stammering, if I'm stuttering too much, let me know. That's how I learn. You learn from criticism and different things. So, and I've got big shoulders, as you can see. I'm a big dude, so I can take the criticism, but not unwarranted. Don't talk about like the unevenness of my beard or something like that. Just tell me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. I would appreciate that. So moving right along, this is X-Force number 25. Again, you might recognize that the X-Force stuff is kind of heating up with the Deadpool 2 and Cable, coming in and being part of the MCU and different things. Those are heating up. I was happy to get that. I actually had this book back in the 90s, and was happy to see it again. There's a little bit on the hologram here, a little bit of crack, but I mean, again, it's going to my personal collection, so I'm happy with that. And a cool book, and then again, Cable's one of those unsung heroes that I actually really like. Again, moving on, another iconic cover that was not in the picture that I was really happy to get. We have X Factor number 15. And guys, I cannot tell you again how good a shape this was in, from opening, from being in something like that to opening it and looking at it. I mean, that's cool. Really good shape. So I was super surprised. Happy to get this. I'm collecting the X-Force and the X-Factors again. Again, some of that 90s, late 80s, early 90s stuff that I really enjoy. This one was just a really super cool cover. But this is Detective Comics, starring my man Batman, and this was number 532. There's nothing too significant about this book other than I just really dig the cover. Really, the train on the cover is what drew me to it. I have a 2-year-old nephew, 2.5 now actually, that his favorite thing in the entire world is Thomas the Train, and so I have been putting together train sets, and when we go to Walmart or wherever, and we've come across a Thomas the Train or Paw Patrol, I'm going to buy that for him. So I was drawn to the train, but I mean, this is a cool cover. Again, I don't know that there's anything too particularly significant about this other than it being, an older book. That's a 60 center, and just being in really good shape. It's hard to find those older ones being in such good shape. So the next one is Marvel Tales number 122, starring Spider-Man. Again, an older book. It's from 1980. That's 6 years before I was born. But just in really good shape. I was so surprised. A huge Spider-Man fan. Spider-Man's one of those characters that's never going to lose its appeal. It's never going to, he's never going to lose his value or anything. So, excuse me just one moment here. So I collect Spider-Man, and always happy to get the older stuff. Now, these are some of the ones that were, there's a couple of these next ones that were featured in the picture she sent, and what instantly caught my eye, drew me in, is, of course, the symbiote suit. I was hoping to get that, I just lost my train of thought. The Secret Wars cover, something like that. And it's also cool when you buy a collection, somebody that had collected to put the time in, you kind of see where their mind was at. And so there's actually several of these, Web of Spider-Man from '88. This is Web of Spider-Man number 37, just that cool cover with the symbiote suit. It's the When Strikes the Slasher. Just awesome cover. Love it. And again, I don't know if you can see that, but that's in just really, really good shape for as old as it is. Again, another Web of Spider-Man. This is number 34, in immaculate shape for as old as it is. And again, being stored in a garage, you just can't beat that. I don't know if you guys can see that there. perfect. It's just, it was really cool. I was just really impressed with that. There's a whole run of the Symbiote Spider-Man. We got the Spectacular Spider-Man number 135. Electro on the cover. I love it. Just awesome. You can't beat that. Can't beat it with a brick stick. Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, number 128. Again, just, I'm kind of taken aback, you know, looking at these, how good these are. You can go in your local comic book store and look at these older books like this, and they're not in that good a shape, and these were stored in a garage. So, but yeah, that's just super cool. Again, I don't know if you guys can see that. Perfect. I always worry about my lighting in here. I don't have any special effects or lights or anything. I'm literally sitting under the fixture that was here when we bought the house. So if lighting is an issue, again, let me know in the comments. We can see what we can do about that. But that's that book. We're moving actually at a pretty good pace here. Now this one, this was the banger in the group. I saw this and I thought, well, that's got to be a reprint or something. But check this out. That is Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man number 34. First appearance of the Vulture. Just in really good shape. This one does have a little bit of a nick up here on the top, but other than that, just in super good shape. You know, there's no rust on the staples or anything. Going into my personal collection, but that was just a super cool find. I mean, for finding it how I did and everything, I'm proud of that one. That's a cool book. And now we're on to my guy, the Incredible Hulk. Excuse me. This is, again, I collect the Hulk. Anything that's got the Hulk on it that's in decent shape, I'm going to pick up when I see it. This is the Incredible Hulk number 237. And just, in great shape. Just love that cover. Love the Hulk. You know, just... Come on, you gotta love that, right? I mean, again, I don't know if it's a key, minor key, door key, anything like that. I just like the Hulk, and so I'm gonna collect what I want. And then this one, the Incredible Hulk number 293, Hulk punching the Thing right in his face. Man, you gotta love that. This one's in a little bit rougher shape. It's got some spine issues here, but again, this is going to my personal collection, so I'm not too particularly worried about that. But man, just check out that cover. That is so cool. You know, you got Mr. Fantastic tied in knots here. Come on, that's dynamite. Love it. And then one that I have never heard of, but I kind of looked it up a little bit. It's like an $8 book, which for me, it's an Eclipse comic. It's independent. I'm not a big independent guy. I guess I'm kind of like that Fairweather fan that cheers for the team that won the Super Bowl. By the way, go Buccaneers. That's something I'm going to talk about real quick. I don't think you're a true Buccaneers fan if you cannot go back. If you just jumped on the bandwagon when Tom Brady got here, you know, shame on you. If you can't go back to 2002 and name at least 7 people in the starting lineup when the Bucs last won the Super Bowl, get out of here. I don't want to hear about it. I was cheering for the Buccaneers, man, since I was little. That was always my team. I saw the Ricky Bell story on TV. If you ever get a chance, go. I think it's like, I don't even remember the name of it. Triumph of the Heart, I think. But it's about Ricky Bell running back for the Buccaneers. That got me loving the Bucs back when they were in the dreamsicle orange and white. And I always said that at my funeral, I want the offensive line for the Buccaneers to be my pallbearers so they can let me down one more time. But here we are, 2021. Bucs are going to the Super Bowl. To be honest, I didn't watch it. I haven't watched football in quite a while. But it's kind of cool that your team, you know, that you've cheered for since you were taught, you know, does something. So anyway, I'll say it again, go Bucs. But this is the Eclipse Comics #1, The New Wave. It's a really cool cover. This again was in that collection in really good shape. So I thought, man, that's cool. So you know, gotta do the independent. But I'm a Marvel, first and foremost Marvel. Really the only thing DC that I collect. Every once in a while I'll grab a Superman. There's one Superman comic that I have that I bought at a flea market strictly for the cover, and it is the most 90s cover of all time, and I'll pull that out for a video and show you. But when Superman has a mullet, I mean, come on, you got to go with that. And so, but I collect Batman, some Robin stuff. Other than that, I'm not a big DC guy. Nothing wrong with it. I know, man, there's all kinds of upheaval over there now, but you know, just never, DC never resonated with me. Excuse me. So I'm a Marvel guy, and I don't do a lot of independents other than, and again, Stevie B, I'm sorry, but the Turok Valiant books, I love them. That's, I think, my next project is stringing together that run. In this collection, I actually got a #1, you know, with the foil cover and everything, so that was pretty cool. And so I'll hang on to that, but I'm going to start putting that together, give it a place of prominence in the old personal collection. And another thing real quick, I have these down here, and I haven't bagged and boarded these yet, but I need to get with Stevie B and have these sent to Comic Fu. But for those of you that watch and keep up with his stuff, you know that apparently Comic Fu is a furry, and so one of the cool independent things that were in this collection, we've got the preteen Dirty Jean Kung Fu Kangaroos. That has Fu written all over it. We've got the Miami Mice #2, and I've got #1 too. Entropy Tales. These are all indies, and I actually read through a couple of these, and they're not bad. But this is one of my favorites. This cover is just dynamite. Crow of the Bear Clan. So I want to see if I can get those to Comic Fu. I really enjoy his content. I've never met him personally, but I've actually learned quite a bit from him. He's just a real cool, you know, kind of even-handed guy. And if you get a chance, go over and watch his stuff. Comic Fu, Stevie B, Squatchy Comics, they do a show called Mystery Men, which is just dynamite if you want to be entertained. You know, you just get to see a bunch of guys doing something they love, which is always good. You know, I'm kind of nerdy like that, in that I'll, you know, be scrolling through Facebook or on YouTube, something will pop up of somebody that's really good at their job, that loves doing their job. I'll watch that. You know, I'm entertained by that. You know, passion is such a good thing, and it's a strong emotion, and it's a strong driving force, and so I'm all for that. But guys, that's my haul video for my first video from this collection. I'll probably do one more, and then maybe get a hold of some mystery boxes and do some unboxing videos and stuff. By the way, you know, Stevie B has the comic cleaver. Those other guys have those knives, and so I think I'm gonna go with opening my my mystery boxes. I'll go ahead and introduce the co-host, if you will, of the show. This is my old bone handle hunting knife. That's just, man, that's a beast. That has skinned a lot of deer. So that's going to be my, you know, I won't have the comic cleaver, I'll have the old buck knife. So, guys, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I want to, you know, meet more people in the community and you know, share content and stuff. That's what it's all about. So, again, if you have any suggestions for me, I'm new at this. I'm not a technological guy. I could probably build you a computer, but I can't tell you how to use it. So, any kind of, you know, criticism is good. I appreciate it. Other than that, guys, have an awesome day, awesome rest of the week. Here in Northwest Arkansas, we got kind of some crappy weather going on with some icy roads and stuff, so be safe, and we'll catch you on the flip side.